Yo, what is going on, comic family? How you doing today on this Saturday? Sorry I'm late, but I had to take care of certain things, man. I'll tell you right now, real quick, man. The wife dropped the phone on the floor outside the other night, and eh, no need to replace the phone, but she wants to upgrade, so I had to call the phone company and upgraded phones. So that's why it's the delay. But I want to hang out with you guys right now. Thank you all for hanging out with me. And man, holy crap, I was pissed off. I was pissed off that I had to push the show from 4:30 to now. But I'll thank you all for hanging out with me right now. I got my books right here, man. I've been bagging and boarding all day. Man, bagging and boarding is not easy. It will take a toll on your back because you're leaning, going back and forth. But I bagged up this beauty right here, issue number 9 of Daredevil. And I had this one on the wall on one of those uh, floating cases. Some of you guys have seen it, and I gotta take it down because I'm running out of room, man. And I got slabs, I got books. I don't even know where to put them, so I had to put this one in a beautiful mylar. So uh, that's what I had to do, man. Let me put that there. But I hope you guys are doing well, man. I hope everyone picked up their new comic books this week. Hope you guys are having a fantastic weekend. There's a bunch of football games going on. I know most of you guys are, well, some of you guys are watching it. And if you're not, that's all good. But as I was bagging and boarding books, I came across one. I'll show you guys real quick. This is Super Pro Spider-Man issue number 1. I don't know too much about it, but it's just a book. I think Comic Tom talked about this one a long time ago, but just want to show this off. And if you guys want to hang out with me on this Saturday, I'll drop the link. All you gotta tell me is, yo, I want to jump on. Well, I just drop it. I don't even give a damn. But let's say who's in the house right now. Let's say hello to White Tiger. What is going on? How you doing, bro? How are you doing? We got Captain Comics in the house. What is up, my man? We got Entropy and Comics in the house. What's going on, Kev? How you doing? And we got, of course, my homie, my brother, John Comics with Kids in the house. How you doing, John? I hope everything is well at your house, man. We got Comic Talk Weekly in the house. 11 degrees here in Michigan. Hey, I'll take 11 degrees any time of the year, man. I love the cold, man. I'm just here in Florida because of the family, and not because everybody wants to come to Florida because they can do whatever the hell they want. So, the same, man. Oh, we got Flash by Night in the house. What's up, guys? Channel member, thank you for hanging out with us right now. Don't forget, hit that like, subscribe, become a channel member. Team Hot Rod. All you gotta do is click that join button, man. And who else we got here? We got ICT Vinny in the house. Just finished watching Eternals on DC, and it was. Oh man, I'm about to watch it. I'm about to watch it probably later on tonight. So, and I think John, that's what he's been hearing too, man. And let's see who else we got in the house here. Minty Boy in the house. What's going on? First time seeing you in the chat. Thanks for hanging out. Hit that like and subscribe. We got Joey back, full of sevens. What is going on, Joe? How are you doing? Simon R, channel member. What is going on? How you doing? Good afternoon, comic book family. Hope all are doing well today, my friends. Thanks, Simon R. Thank you for hanging out. Yo, what? Empire Comics in the house, man. He is like right down the road from me. Empire, you need to come here. We need to do a show together, man. Just saying. Let's do it, man. Let's do it. We got Flash by Night. What's up, people? What is going on? Got the books right here. I want to show you what I picked up. And let's see here. Man, we got Bubs in the house. What's going on, Bubs? How you doing, sir? What is going on, man? The chat is popping, man. Deal suspense. What is going on, Deals? What is up, man? Holy coconuts, man. Let's see here. Empire said, heck yeah, let's do a show. I'm on my way. I'll be there in 5. You're around the corner? If you're in my neck of the woods, hit me up. We'll do this thing right now, man. I just gotta grab a chair and then you can hang out with me. Hit me up right now on Instagram, bro. I'm on my way. What the heck? It may happen. Empire may be coming to the house right now, hanging out. All right, man. The chat is popping. Thank you all for hanging out, man. I got a bunch of books I picked up this week. Look at that stack of books. I got Image. Image took it away this week. AW Upshot. We got Aftershock. We got DC. And I think I picked up a Vault book too. But, yeah, Vault. All right, let's rock and roll. Let's have a good time. If you guys want to jump on. Oh, damn it. He was just kidding. All right, Empire, man. Yo, what? I see someone here that just jumped on. Sleepy Reader in the house. What is going on, man? How you doing? Thank you for hanging out. I got to show the books I picked up. I've read a couple of them, not too many, but, you know, it's what I do. I'm so far behind on my reading when it comes to comic books, but I want to hang out with you guys, and what I'm going to do, if you guys want to jump on, you know, I'm just going to copy the link. I'll drop it, and we'll have a good time, and I hope everyone is safe. It's been nuts around here in Florida, but of course it's Florida, so it's for anyone that wants to hang out and get COVID, welcome to Florida. But let's get to the books, man. I got a stack of books right here. And let's jump into right now. Aftershock issue number 2, man. Issue number 2, Maniac of New York. Bronx is burning. Boom. Yo. We got the detectives out there. It seems like what happened on the last series is picking up on this series. Man. This well, you could tell. I mean, if you're into horror and slasher movies, this homeboy's got this freaking knife. It's got edges on it. And yeah, well, it's not for everyone, but I'm just saying. But whoa, Holy coconuts. We got someone that wants to hang out that has not been on this show for a minute. We're going to bring in someone that knows a thing or two. And he is a big comic fan. Also, he's a big wrestling fan. So it could be a discussion about multiple things that are off this show right now. But that's my first book that I picked up. But let me give the honors to bring in none other than Mr. Flash by Night.
How are you doing, sir?
What is going on, Flash?
Not a whole lot. Thank you for the introduction. I do know a thing or two, but not much more. If you ask me to know 3 or 4 things, that may be a little rough.
Hey, man. Well, welcome and hang out. Just let's have a good time. Let's talk about comics and talk about what we picked up this week and, the whole 9 yards, man. This is an open invite. We're hanging out right now with Flash by Night, man.
That and I've been waiting specifically for this because I just got a book back, and we can save that for later. But I got a book back, and I wanted you to be one of the first people to see it.
Oh,
yes, you.
Oh, okay.
And if he's still here, I saw John in the chat, and I'm glad he's here. Hopefully, he can see it too.
All right, let me let's do this. Let's see what you got going on. Let me put the background back up. Holy coconuts! There's someone else that wants to hang out with us right now. I haven't even got to the books, man. I have not even got to a cocktail. I don't even know what the heck is going to happen right now. It's supposed to be Coast to Coast Comics, but this is the early edition. We changed things around because, man. All right. We leave this guy. Let's leave this guy in the green room for a minute. Flash by Night. What you got, man? Oh man, I'm getting. If you guys could see what he's doing, oh man, what you got going on, Flash?
All right, so let's see that. Nope. All right, so I have a signed 9.8 book. I finally got it back. Let me see if I can get the glare off of it. Come on, glare. There we go. I finally got it. I've been waiting for like a year and change to get this back.
He got the Jabroni exclusive.
Yes, I have been waiting and waiting. Yeah, and I was like, the first thing I thought was if Rod comes on Saturday, because I got this Thursday, and I'm like, Rod comes on Saturday. We're gonna unveil it on Rod's channel.
There you go. I heard you mention my name, so I was like, I'm getting in here.
yeah. When I saw you in the chat, I'm like, yeah, John should probably see this too.
Yeah, that's an awesome homage to our friend. Or, it's not an homage, an awesome way to remember our friend. So that's cool.
Right.
That is cool.
Yeah, and so this one I got the A cover also. That may go towards funding some other comics. This will be here in for a lifetime.
There you go.
This is here. But yeah, awesome. I wanted to make sure I showed this with Rod on Rod's channel. I'm glad you're here, John.
Hell yeah, man.
That's it. That was my big surprise.
Well, that's a beast right there. That is a beast.
Right.
And it's nice to be able to get into Club Rod. The bouncer was a little harsh there, keeping me out of the club.
you're supposed to slide the bounce an extra 20 or something.
I didn't. That was my bad. I sent him a Christmas card. That's all I got. That's all I did.
It was a beautiful Christmas card, should I say, sir? The kids are more beautiful than you. But
Well, yeah,
you got the
they
good
better
hair
be.
still.
That's a low bar.
I don't have the hair, but you still rocking the hair. You got the beard, and you guys got the hair and the beard. So, that's how we do, man.
And it's two-tone.
Oh,
yeah.
Right.
I only got 4 or 5 books this week, Rod. So I know you crushed it this week, right?
I got a stack of books, man.
Yeah, you did.
But what else is new when it comes to comics, man? Because I walk into the LCS and I'm like, holy coconuts! I have not read this book. I go to a key collector.
Take them all. Pick them
like,
all up.
I don't have enough time. I just like, well, I'll try it out. Yeah, that's it.
I try to be good about it. Buy buy the ones I need, and then move to a little more trade paperbacks. Buy in some more trades.
Well said, sir. And I got order some stuff on the trade. I got the big girls thing. I got that one coming in the trade. Can't wait to read that one.
I got these 2 that I heard are really great. Black Monday Murders from Jonathan Hickman. This is an image book. Yeah, it's an image book he did. So I snagged both volumes at my shop this week. Pretty big. Two trades. Artist's name is Coker. Yeah, Coker. I don't know. Volume 1, and there's volume 2, and apparently they're supposed to at some point make a volume 3 that finishes the whole thing off. But I'm hearing great stuff, and I've been enjoying a lot of other Hickman stuff like East of West. So I thought, you know what, I'm gonna give this one a try. So there you go. There's my trades for this week.
All right, sweet man, sweet. I'm gonna say chicken butt, but. That'll be going old school for sure, man. Yo, I wanna share a book to you guys because I put myself up here. Yo, King of Spies. Homeboy,
Mark Millar, yeah, Mark Millar.
I have heard things.
Yo, he's out there. He's got not too much to live, and he's out there just knocking off cats that pretty much need to die. And yo, it is fire. Issue 1 was dope. Issue 2 was even better. Yo, and there was a part on here where he's behind the one that he's about to dish, and he just like, there it is, man. A little spoiler.
Well, gangster.
I don't do that often, but I read a book, should I say? Man.
We're proud of you. We're proud of you.
Thanks, man.
1 down, 25 more to go.
Let's keep it going here, gang. Let's see what the chat. Yo, chat, man. Have you read a book? Let us know, man. Let us know.
Ooh, Kevin, I missed Kevin, I guess. Kevin's in the chat. Entropy, what's up?
What's going on, Kevin?
Simon R. and Ruben and John Stout, what's up? Tony, Repair Tech, Tony. What's going on?
Yeah, man. Nice, man. We got a few people in the house. If you want to jump on and hang out, I'll drop the link right there. Just jump on, hang out. Let's just talk comics, man, and pick up the books that we picked up this week. I'll be honest with you guys, man. There was one book that I really digged, in no particular order because I got books scattered everywhere here. But there was one, man, that makes me think, are there things out there in the universe, in space?
You were talking to me about this one, yeah.
Truth. Well,
Department of Truth.
Man, this one got me. It's got me thinking. It really does, man. Have you guys been reading? I know John is, I think, waiting for a trade, right?
They've done 2 trades. There's a 3rd trade that should be coming hopefully soon. I've got the first 2 trades, so I haven't gone past that. And I just learned the other day that the 2nd trade is missing 2 issues. I don't know if you heard about this. So, like, the first volume is 1 through 5. The 2nd volume is 8 through 12. There's no 6 and there's no 7. So if you want to read issues 6 and 7, they're not in a trade. You got to buy those single issues. Or I don't know if maybe they'll be part of trade 3 and I don't know what's going on. But there's 2 issues missing from the trade paperbacks of Department of Truth. It's almost like a conspiracy. Like stuff's been blocked out, right? They blacked it out. That's been redacted.
That's why I was wondering why I don't have all the issues then.
There you go.
Boom, man.
I thought it was wonderful for a conspiracy theory book to like omit stuff.
Dude, this was so good, man. It was like an interview, interrogation. Well, not really, but more like an interview, and they're just talking. But man,
especially if they retcon 6 and 7 like later on in the book, so 6 and 7 actually don't exist, quote unquote.
Right.
That is some next level thinking.
That's some like that's a deep cut, right?
Right. And so if you start reading later on, you don't know to go back and look for 6 and 7 because that doesn't exist anymore.
I think it's 6 and 7, but maybe it's 7 and 8. I can't remember. I think it's 6 and 7.
What's going on, Warlord? Hello.
Yeah, it's 6 and 7.
Simon R. dropping links. Thank you so much for that.
Simon R. is using that wrench, that great power and great responsibility.
All right, let's keep it going here, gang. All right, it's obviously that I'm a huge Daredevil fan. Not only that, but people in the community love Daredevil. And I know my homie right now, John, is a big Daredevil fan. And I was an idiot not to get caught up before Women Without Fear. Man, I got boom.
I beat you. I was ready. I was ready for you. I had this book ready.
John, I know I reached out to you and I said, man, I messed up, man. I got to read Devil's Reign.
I threw some shame at you. I did.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. I read this issue. I digged it, and I was like,
see, even Flash by Night knows what he's going to tell you too.
You haven't read Devil's Reign? I don't read Daredevil. I'm reading Devil's Reign.
Oh, what the holy coconuts is going on here?
He speaks truth. You got to watch out. Flash comes to speak truth. You be ready.
I know a thing or two. Like three or more, maybe stretching it, but I know a thing or two. That's one of those things.
one of those things is if Chip Zdarsky writes a Marvel event, you read it.
Right. Now to be honest, I was really interested in what would happen to Moon Knight during Devil's Reign, or if he showed up in Devil's Reign, and so that was half the reason why I picked up the book, to see where or if he popped up. Sure, and I think he's going to end. I'm going to still read the rest of the event, but Moon Knight is going to end up in an interesting place, I think, in the book. And the place he ends up at, I want to say his arch nemesis may already be there. So we'll see. We'll see if they tie those loose ends together. But yeah, Devil's Reign started out pretty good.
It's great, and I think they're doing a good job of making it an event where they can do a ton of tie-ins, and you don't have to read them, or if you want to, you can, and it doesn't hurt anything, right? You got Kingpin pulling all these files, knowing all these things about people, and using them against people. And if you want to see what happens when he uses it against Moon Knight or what happens when he uses it against Spider-Man, you can read those tie-ins if you want, but you can just read the main story and you don't have to worry about it. So this was what happens when Elektra's file comes up, right? What happens when Kingpin pulls out some dark truths on her, and what does it mean for her story?
Yeah, that was a pretty cool issue. And at the ending, I was like, what the heck? And then I reach out to, do I need to read this? And he was like, what? You have not. That was like a slap in the face. It was like Batman slapping Robin.
I wanted to reach right through your phone and be like, wah, 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 wah. But I couldn't do it. What's up, Ian? Ian Hoodrat Comics is in the chat. I'm going to be hanging out with him in about 2 hours. He and I are going to be on Superpower Review with Kevin.
Yeah. Good homies you're hanging out with, man. Hoodrat in the house right now.
He's one of my SoCal buddies. He's down in San Diego.
All right. We'll keep it going here, man. Let's see. I got some more books. I don't know if you guys are picking this up. Let's see here. I know John has been reading Gotham.
I only read the first 3 and then I stopped. So I don't know what they're on now, but it was a decent start. Like it's a decent idea. Are they still black and white?
Yeah, it's still black and white. It kind of like dipped down. It picks up a little bit, but I'm just like, I'll give it to issue 10. If not, then that's it. So
is Joshua Williamson's writing that, right? Is he still writing?
It's a new writer now, Culver.
Okay.
He was doing it though.
At the beginning, right? That's yeah. What's up, Stay Puff in the chat? What's going on, man? Good to see you, Sean.
Oh, what is going on? I'll drop the link if you homies want to hang out with us right now. We're just hanging out, talking comics, man. Just showing off what we picked up.
You reminded me that I needed to go hunt issues 6 and 7 of Department of Truth. So I sent my LCS a message, and he says, I think I got him. So he's going to throw those in my box. Then I'll be able to fill in the gap of what happens in between.
Oh, it was so good, man. It was so good, man. And I don't usually do this.
Oh, I don't need that. Yeah, not that one. The 6 and 7 are like earlier. It's like the Sasquatch stuff, I think.
Oh, damn. I just wanted to show you this one.
I think that's what it was. Let's see.
All right. So I don't know if you guys are, digging what John Leguizamo is doing, but kudos to him. He's got his, his comic book by Image, Phenom X, and boom.
Ooh, I don't know that one.
You haven't seen this lately?
John Leguizamo, the actor?
Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay,
pretty much, he could, say if there's he has these powers where if he grabs a rock on the floor, he could, use that. His body will turn to a rock and he could use that as powers or a metal.
Ooh, like the absorbing man or whatever?
Yeah, pretty much. It's different. I mean, and
it looks like a 90s comic to me. It's got like a 90s vibe on the cover there. Like a 90s Image, Youngblood kind of thing.
It's by Image too, man. Yeah. So it's a fun read if you want to try something different. So
have you read that one, Flash?
I have not. I know of it. I hadn't read it yet. I heard about it when it was coming out. Yeah.
I guess I missed that one. Went right over my head. But I'm a little behind on indies these days. I'm relying on my community homies to let me know when it's I missed this book Rain that came out this week. In Image #1 from David Boer, who did Canto, and another writer that I know. And I'm hearing great things. And so I sent my LCS a message yesterday, and they said they had a few left till they threw one in my inbox. but it's supposed to be like a little bit of a drama, like a heavier drama story. And I'm struggling to remember who the other writer is, but it's somebody big. I can't remember. I'm sorry. If the chat knows, let me know.
Yeah, I missed that one, John.
Rain. It's spelled just like, rain falling down rain.
All right. I picked up a back issue here, John. I think maybe you too, Flash, maybe if you're reading this one. But Trials at Magneto.
I really like that storyline. I think it was a little weak in the middle, but like the final issues 4 and 5 were really good for me.
Yeah, I enjoyed it, and I was just like, it's weird how they can resurrect left and right. If you die, and next thing you know, you just have a bunch of people just. It was pretty cool though, man. So,
but the big issue is all along they've only been able to resurrect mutants who were alive when they built this device to resurrect mutants, right? So like any mutants who died before that, like John Proudstar, who was one of the original like giant size X-Men superheroes that joined the team then, he died before then, so he can't be resurrected. But the story arc here with Scarlet Witch is she goes, she's trying to redeem herself after everything she did in House of M, where she basically said no more mutants and wiped all the mutants out. She's now trying to redeem herself. So what she does is she creates backups for all those people that died before they had the machine, so that now it is possible to resurrect any mutant ever. Like she's basically created like the ultimate database of mutants. Really cool.
I was about to ask when you said that they couldn't resurrect John Proudstar, because I think he has an upcoming giant size issue.
He's the first guy that they resurrect in this new system of now they've got, because what they need is I hesitate to call it a database, but what they need is like a psychic memory link for that person. They have the egg and they can insert any psyche into it that they want, but they need a backup, like a memory file. And Professor Xavier has scanned all the mutant memories on Earth, and he's created a database for all the living mutants. So if Jean Grey dies tomorrow, he's got her memory file. He can load it into a new egg and recreate her. But anyone who died before he created that database, right, is a problem. So Scarlet Witch basically went through time and space and created an ultimate database of every mutant ever. Because she has a power way beyond anything in the mutant world, and then basically uploaded it to Xavier's files, and so instantly they could do that. I could understand that perspective, Firehawk. I like it, and I love the questions that it raises for me. I think it raises a ton of interesting questions, and most of them were raised beautifully in the Nightcrawler miniseries, Way of X, where young mutants are living in a life where they're like, death doesn't mean anything. And they all talk about how like, oh, you haven't died before? You got to try it. You got to do it. Like it's a testing a drug or something.
And kids, that sounds like something in real life that young kids, teenagers would try.
Right. So he's trying to say like, but is the you that comes back, really you? Right. And he's trying to raise these ideas of like, shouldn't life have value, and has this reduced the value of life? He's coming from a very Catholic church religion place, and really cool. I've loved the stories that question this practice. I've really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I hadn't been checking because I've tried twice since I started reading comics, which hadn't been that long. But I tried twice to get into X-Men, and there's this feeling that once you get into X-Men, if you're not reading a ton of X books, you're missing out on something. And so
it's possible. Yeah.
I have this anxiety, which I tell people not to worry about. Read what you want to read, like with events. Like people want to read the tie-ins to events. Like just read the events, and then if you want to read a tie-in, but you don't have to read everything. But once I get into 1 or 2 X books, I feel like I need to read everything, or either don't bother with it. And so I wasn't going to, I made up my mind I wasn't going to mess with the X books, and then they announced the John Proudstar book, and I know he's a Marine Corps veteran, and I'm like, well, if I get this book, is it gonna suck me in?
Well,
Is it gonna
they
make?
are rebooting a lot of things in March because a lot of the original X series are like Marauders. I got that. I don't know if Rod's reading that one, but I got that one this week. That's ending. This is the final issue of this run of Marauders. They're rebooting that, so I think it's a chance to jump in. But like you're saying, yeah, it's a lot to read, and I could see the value in maybe reading it all digitally on the Marvel app 6 months later, just being 6 months behind, and just but like keeping up and reading everything because it's all there. 6 months later, it's all there.
I think that may be a good way to go. That you have calmed me down and brought me back from the brink. I was about to just walk in with like $100 bill and give me all the X books.
That would only get you half of them. That wouldn't get you all of them.
Yeah. But I got Comixology Unlimited, and so
nice. How do you like that?
Usually,
I'm thinking about maybe going making it the unlimited account. But how do you like it?
I mean, for $5.99.
Yeah,
it's not bad. There's a good bit of stuff up there that's unlimited that you can just go, as they call it, borrow, and then download and read. A lot of the old, I say old, I mean like older modern stuff.
Yeah.
And then a lot of times they'll have sales. Well, I guess you can get the sales whether you're unlimited or not.
I think the unlimited people though get an even steeper discount. Is what I thought. I thought it was like an extra 10 or 15% or something.
Yeah, but I'm getting my money's worth out of it. Even if you can't read everything, there's enough that you may want to check out that it's worth it. Like I'm rereading a couple of Moon Knight series, and I'm in the middle of Old Man Hawkeye because I read the
love those.
I read the Wastelanders Hawkeye book, and I saw where I kind of saw where that book was in the place of history, and I'm like, well, let me go read Old Man Hawkeye.
You've read the original Old Man Logan, right? The original.
I have not read the original Old Man Logan. That'll probably be next. But then, like I said, those
and then Old Man Quill goes with it too. Like those are the 3 12-issue series or whatever that I love in that Wastelanders world. And then later they did Dead Man Logan, a 12-issue story to kind of end the life of Old Man Logan.
Okay.
And that was cool too because they introduced a bunch of new Avenger. Because then they did a series later, I think, called Avengers of the Wasteland, and it was like a new Thor and a new Cap, that had survived the events of the Wasteland.
Yeah. Okay. I'm actually curious about the Wasteland timeline because I know. So Hawkeye is 5 years before Old Man Logan.
Yes.
And the event where the villains won and took over, I think happened 45 years before that.
Yeah.
I don't know when Old Man Quill happens. I guess
Quill is after Logan, so it's the last one overall. Because it's really asking like, where were the Guardians of the Galaxy when this all went down?
Right.
And it's sort of giving you that story and then bringing Quill, the last remaining Guardian or whatever, that group to Earth and seeing what happens. Because now Quill needs help from Earth's heroes, only to find there's none left.
Right. And in the Wastelanders Star-Lord, it involves a huge guilt trip. Because like I said, I hadn't read Old Man Quill. So it involves a huge guilt trip about where he was during the whole villains taking over Old Man Wasteland timeline.
Yeah.
Because I had no clue that he and Kitty Pryde have history, but they bring that up during the Wastelanders Star-Lord book. So I'm kind of interested because of the Wastelanders books to go back and read the Old Man books, and I think all of them are on Unlimited, so I can just go and borrow them and read them. Yeah.
Most of them are old enough that it shouldn't be a problem. They're in that perfect, like you're saying, older modern kind of books. They're in that range perfectly. And then all the new Wastelander books are the ones that are dropping right at your shops right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
In fact, I picked up the Wastelanders Doom and Wastelanders Black Widow books.
I'm very
But
curious
the
about the Doom one.
I like
That's the
so
one I wanted to pick up, and then they did not have it. The Doom one.
Oh wow.
I'm curious about the Black Widow one because um I won't spoil anything in case about anybody wants to read it. But old man Hawkeye gives me pause about what's going on in the Wastelanders Black Widow book.
Right. Well, I love in Quill. Every time we see Doctor Doom, he never speaks. So I'm almost curious if there's a different person in the Doom suit pretending to be Doom, or if something happened to Doom, because he never speaks. He's just always being a boss, looking all freaky and standing there and using his suit to kill people or whatever. And he's got like, I think it's Madame Mask, the villainess, is like his assistant, and then he's got all the Doom robots that he sends out, like Iron Man would send out his Iron Legion, but he never speaks. It's really creepy and really cool.
That is on the agenda. That is on the agenda.
That's in Old Man Quill a bunch. Is seeing the Doom robots and yeah, really cool.
All right, there is a comment from John Stout. I have a lot of stories from the mid-'80s to about 96 or so, and I only collected sporadically until over a year ago.
Yeah, he and Firehawk are talking about their love of 80s and 90s, like that copper into modern age stuff. Yeah. Great. There's great books in there for sure. That's when I think most of us started collecting. I think a lot of us in that era getting into comics.
Well, speak for yourself, man. I used to call in from school just to hang out with my brother, and be like, my brother would say, "Mom, let Rodney and Rich stay home from school. We're gonna go to, there was a comic book shop in Philly over at Cotman Avenue," and he'd be like, "Well, you got to clean the house first." And be like, and my mom was old school. Well, she was old school, so we had to get down on our hands and knees and wipe down the floors and the basement too. And then he'd be like, "Let's go to the comic book shop." And that's how it was back in the day.
I've got to be spick and span before you go anywhere.
Rod, you got Marvin Wynn in the chat, comic creator. What is up, sir?
Marvin in the house. What is going on?
Rod, I think we're on the same pull list here. What's going on?
I do. Good minds think alike, John.
And this was a very good ending to this 3 issue. This is, if you guys missed this miniseries, just buy it in a trade. It's 3 issues. Dustin Nguyen, great artist from Descender, like a watercolor style artist. And of course, Jeff Lemire, phenomenal writer. They did a 3 issue, and it's called Robin and Batman because it's mainly a Robin story. Killer Croc is in it. Great use of Killer Croc. I've never considered the concept that Killer Croc, who was, he grew up in the circus as like a circus freak, might have known Dick Grayson of the Flying Graysons and might recognize him as Batman's Boy Wonder. Like, that's a really logical concept for me that makes total sense, and I can't believe a writer never tried this. And basically, that's the concept here, is that Killer Croc is able to kind of he's not a genius or anything, but he saw the Flying Graysons. He saw what happened to them. All of a sudden, now Batman's got a little Flying Grayson flying around with him. He susses it out. It's phenomenal. Really cool.
Yeah, I have not read this one yet, but I kind of like what DC is doing, when it comes to a 3 of 3. I think that is the easiest way to go, man. Sometimes you have 1 to 12 issues, but if you have what they have here with Robin and Batman, 3 of 3, that is I think that is genius. And you pay for.
It's perfect for a like a slightly larger trade, really quality art design. Like it's gonna look really cool in a trade.
So looking forward to reading that one. And We got Circumstance jumping in the house, man. What's going on,
Yes, sir.
Circumstance? How you doing? We got Warlord that just jumped on. What is going on, Warlord? How you doing, bro? Simon Arts just dropping links left and right. Thank you, Simon Arts, bro.
He's being a friend as always.
Thank you, man. Thank you for doing that. Man, I can't believe we're hanging out this long on the show.
I
But
only got one book left, and I bet you got it.
all right, what you got, John?
Dark Ages.
Oh,
What?
I'm
Mine-
slacking on a bunch of books, John. You already know.
Give me
Devil
2
Reign
seconds.
and
Hold
Dark
on.
Ages are two of them, man.
This is Tom Taylor, great writer who's super hot right now. This is his, I think it's a 5 or a 6 issue limited series he's doing for Marvel. Imagining if there was a massive attack on Earth that caused all the electronics to be wiped out, how would Earth continue? How would our mightiest heroes continue? And so in this particular story arc, we've got some villains like Apocalypse who are trying to band together to like take over Earth using whatever technology they can piece together. And then you've got the heroes who are trying to survive using the limited technology they've got. I'm usually not a fan of these kind of series. It's been hit or miss. Like I'm not crazy about it, but there have been a couple of great twists, including this cover, which shows you our heroes on a helicarrier, one of the Avengers helicarriers, being attacked by Fin Fang Foom, the giant like dragon monster, being ridden by Scott Lang, the Ant-Man, riding on top of him. This is legitimately the story in this comic book. It's legitimately exactly what happens in this comic book. It's phenomenal.
Hey, John.
Oh, and I got the same cover as Flash. Look at that.
Oh, John, I wanted to say something real quick. When you mentioned the helicarriers and then Marauders,
Yes.
how that all happened, that was nuts, man.
I don't think it's on the cover here, really, but yeah, the helicarriers are a big part of this issue with Bishop and Pyro. Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna jack a ship, you may as well jack a ship. Also,
Right?
I don't know if you noticed, but my LCS guy kind of pointed out the barcode at the bottom. That's kind of, I guess, part of the ship almost.
Yeah, they
Like,
twisted and shaped it to fit on. It's so cool.
Yeah.
And I love a good X-23 cover, and there she is, like with her claws digging in, sliding down. I love it. Right there on the front. She's like,
right.
For me, she draws the eye. Right? Really cool. Get him, Laura. But I will say, no spoiler who it is, but there's a major death in that issue. I mean, but it's it's an alternate timeline kind of thing. They can kill whoever they want at any point. But like, it was cool.
More major deaths because
they've been killing people a ton, right?
But issue 3, I think, really did it.
Yep.
And I guess issue 1 too. That issue 1 kind of kicked it off, and issue 3 was
Yep. Plus, I love the way they use the Purple Man. I'm a Purple Man fan.
I have been wondering between this and the other event that's going on, is Purple Man having a renaissance, or are we getting hints at the Purple Man being relevant sometime soon?
I would hope so. He's a phenomenal villain, and I think if anything, Alias, the show, Jessica Jones, and Alias, the comic, really showed us what he could do as a villain psychologically to sort of traumatize heroes. So what a cool device to be used in these books. I love that Apocalypse was like using him to basically wipe out the heroes that are in his way. So cool. So cool. Yeah, Firehawk, we need you on here next time for sure. Or are you talking to somebody else? Because we need you on here, obviously. Rod drops the link. Anybody can join in.
Anyone could jump on, man. We're just hanging out here, talking comics, the whole 9 yards, showing off what we picked up, doing some reviews. Now, I don't give the best reviews because I have not read some of these books. But a quick shout out to the panel, man. John Comics for Kids, Flash by Night, on your boy Rod. The panel is on fire. Yo, the chat has been dope for hanging out with us right now. Yo, I need to go eat some dinner. You guys, take a second. Let the people know what you got going on your channels. John, kick it off. What you got going on? Let the people know.
We missed this morning. Sorry for people that were hoping to catch me and the girls this morning. We're trying to not quarantine, but just stay safe around here because a couple of people had somebody at work or somebody in their classroom that is tested positive. So we're trying to just be safe. So we can't like all sit on the couch without masks right now. It just doesn't work. But I did a huge unboxing on Thursday night. I got some major keys back from CGC. So if you want to check that out, I did that on Thursday night. We had comic gories on Monday night, just last week, this week, I should say. And a lot of fun. Ladies' night. The ladies were spectacular, really entertaining. And then in about an hour and a half, I'm over on Superpower Review, Kevin's channel. And we're going to be doing a little What's That Comic, where we just sort of talk about some of the unusual comics in our collections. And then tomorrow night is Dungeons and Dragons. I'll be over on JP Budget Collecting.
All right. Well said, sir. Well said. Thank you, John, for hanging out with me right now. It's an honor to have you on the show. And let's see what Mr. Flash by Night got going on. Let the people know, sir.
Yeah. So earlier today, maybe a couple hours ago, I did an unboxing with that last Ronin book and a few more books I got from grading companies and a few books I got in the mail from eBay, which was fun. Besides that, of course, I have my Keeping Up with the Comics where I do. I'm still trying to measure out how much spoiler, non-spoiler I want to go into those reviews. I do them later on in the week in case people want to read them earlier. So I do those, and then I tried Thursday around 12:30 Central to do my new comic book day stuff, and do it as a premiere so I can hang out in the chat. If the Iron Data Dome at my job lets me stream anything, because sometimes I can get a signal at my job, and sometimes it is a no-go. But I'm doing that, and I passed. I'm a little late, but I passed 300 subs. Maybe a couple of weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago, I passed 300 subs.
You're at 314 right now.
So I want to do a giveaway for the 300 subs. I'm waiting for one book to come in this week, a Moon Knight book that I like, so I can stuff it in a giveaway. I gotta figure out how I want to do the giveaway. I don't want to make it too much of a wild goose chase, but I do want to make it fun. So I'll figure that out and give away some Moon Knight books for everybody who's been for people who've been supporting me. And besides that, I'm going to try to be on live and with more people from now on. I've set that as one of my goals for 2022 is just to be out and hang out more and see more people and give more wacky opinions, like the Hawkeye. I said earlier that to me the Hawkeye post credit scene is greater than the Peacemaker intro. Just a hot take.
I have not seen the Peacemaker, so
do not skip intro, and do not watch with anybody under 18.
Yeah, that shows that I could tell by the Suicide Squad movie that preceded it. It's not going to be for kids.
Oh no!
I have not seen Suicide Squad.
Oh, it's good. I like that movie a ton.
Well, you told me, John, that it was pretty good.
Yeah,
so.
it picks up right after Suicide. So watch Suicide Squad, watch the post credit scene, and then watch Peacemaker, and do not skip the intro.
There's a comment before we end the show. Nelson Hernandez, he's asking what he said. Are key issues still a thing?
I couldn't tell if he was joking or not. I this feels sarcastic to me, but absolutely they're still a thing.
Yeah, that's the
they are not dying.
No, they're not going anywhere.
Also, for those who have not or do plan on watching Eternals, um, Eternals is pretty good in my opinion, but you have to have the right mindset. You have to know that you're not going in for an action. You're not going in for a complete action movie. This is not Infinity War 3. Um, if you go in kind of knowing that you're going to an exploratory movie more than an action movie, have the expectations set, I think you'll be better off. Just in my
Well,
opinion.
I've also here just lower your expectations and just let it happen. Don't expect
Yeah,
it to be
yeah,
Infinity War.
Okay.
just go and kind of receive what it gives you because it's not going to give you what most people I think came to see in an MCU movie.
That's fair.
All right.
Yeah,
Well said. Well said.
that
I'll give it a shot, even though I don't like too many humor when it comes into the movies, and people crap on me all the time. They say, why can't you like Pirates of the Caribbean? I'm like, I just can't get into the humor. I dig, I dig,
why
I dig the whole thing. What they did is it looks dope, but the whole humor I'm like, nope, I just can't get into it. That's just
why so serious?
I'm just saying though. That's just
Why
me.
so serious?
I just can't get into it. I just
my
can't get
favorite
into
part
it.
of my
And
favorite part of
I'll
Pirates was
take it another notch, man. I've
uh-oh.
said it many times. Fast and the Furious. Why I can't get into it? You never had me. You never had your car. Turn it off right there. That's as much as I've seen when it comes to that
Wait a
guy.
minute. Wait a minute. Wait. So you haven't gotten past that
No,
point in the whole franchise?
no, nope, nope. I have no reason to.
It's
That
I
so
is
have no
good.
that
reason
is
to.
great.
I'd rather have
That
you
is great.
guys sitting in the car
Oop.
and saying, "Yo, pick up this comic book." You
We got a
never
couple
had
of celebrities
you
in the
never had
chat
this
now.
comic. You guys would
Uh-oh.
probably do better, man.
We got Fatal J. Fatal J is in the chat. What is going on,
In the
Jay?
house? What the freak?
We got Super Simon and Actual Dracula jumping in as well.
Boom, man. Fatal J in the house. Long time no see. Actual Dracula in the house. Yo, Squirrel Madness in the house.
Simon
What
too.
is
Simple
going
Simon's
on?
in there.
Simple Simon from across the pond. What is
Oh,
going
keeping
on?
it simple.
Holy coconuts, man.
I watched his 900 subscriber review. I'm not review, his 900 subscriber giveaway video. It was really funny.
He's so funny, man. He's hilarious. So good.
It was great.
Full color commentary in the house. But like bunch of people jumping on right now, man. Never see these people word, man. Getting hungry, but the chat is popping, man.
Well, you got to tell people what's coming up on your channel before we shut down here,
Well,
man.
what's going on my channel? Who the heck knows, man? I'm supposed to do the shout out show tomorrow, but I don't know what's going to happen, man. I got a list. I got a list of the shout outs that I want to give out. I got it all on my phone here. But
have you checked it twice?
I got there's a bunch of football games going on tomorrow. I know John's not into big football, man. But when it comes to Philadelphia, whoa, there it is, man.
There he goes.
I like football. I don't like football.
Uh-huh.
There it is. Exactly. But yeah, man, stay tuned, man. Stay tuned for what Rod's bringing onto the channel. I've been working on a 2,000 subscriber giveaway. I've been mentioning that recently here and there. I got some stuff that I'm trying to bundle up, and it's gonna be some cool things. I got a book signed by Jim Lee. I got something signed by Chip Zdarsky, and I'm just gotta take the time to sit down and work it out. But just bear with me, and it's gonna happen. So, on your boy Rod the Rican, I'm honored to have the panel members right now. Flash by Night. We got John Comics with Kids. Make sure you check out their channels on YouTube. Check them out on IG. And with that being said, ladies and gents, thank you for hanging out. As always, John.
Stay classy, comic book community.